Hey guys, welcome to Thanos 37. Today I'm reviewing this, which is the Spider-Man Bend and Flex Venom and the Avengers Bend and Flex Thanos. So really cool, really blessed to pick these up today. I actually just reviewed on my channel, like less than 10 hours ago, the DC Flexible or Flextreme figures. And, I did not intend to actually pick up the Marvel kind of like Bend and Flex toys, but I did today, and they're pretty cool. I ignore my Christmas display background there. And we have Bend and Flex written here. We got this really cool picture, or not picture, but this, I guess, window box. I don't know. Maybe blister card. Yeah, that's the right word, blister card for Venom. And we got a nice clear view of him there. We got all these other silhouettes of Bend and Flex characters there. And I have not reviewed these. These came out like in April, but they're really popular from what I've heard. And then down here we have Spider-Man, Miles Morales, because this is obviously Miles Morales. Just kidding. I don't actually know why it says Miles Morales there. I don't think this has been opened because the card and plastic don't look like they've been ripped at all. So this might be like some kind of factory error where they put the wrong name on it. But either way, I'm about to rip this toy open, so yeah. And Thanos is the exact same packaging, but with the slight difference of his body kind of like being in a different pose, and he's also in this Avengers background. And as you can see, they've gotten the correct name for Thanos. And the Avengers logo and Spider-Man logos are different there. Looks like they're doing a Spider-Man and Avengers series. I think they are doing Miles, Gwen, Peter, and the Green Goblin. And I think for Avengers, they're doing like Captain Marvel and Iron Patriot. They're doing a couple different characters. But here's the background, which shows you how to use their accessory for like a power effect or like how they can stand on it. And yeah, let's open these up. So, here we have Thanos and Venom out of packaging. I love this pose Venom is in. He just looks really awesome. And then here we have Thanos. He's not really in much of a pose, but he still looks pretty cool. And I gotta say, I love that they use classic Thanos design here. I've always loved the classic Thanos, and the movie Thanos is nice, but there's just something about the classic blue and gold Thanos to me that just looks really, really good. But yeah, so let's look at Venom first. So, this is actually kind of different from like this thing I had reviewed earlier, and most bendable toys in general, because the body of this thing is actually mostly hard plastic. He's also got a lot of these sculpted Venom vines, which I absolutely love, or veins that go all the way around his body. He also has claws on arms. This arm's like really big. I mean, a lot of these characters have really big arms, but that's mainly due to his Venom abilities. He also has claws and on his feet and hands, toes. The Venom symbol itself is really cool. You can see more of those veins going through it. And then it does go all the way around, which is pretty cool too. And he also has this really nice head sculpt. He's got the big eyes, the mouth, and yeah, he just looks really cool. But what I was talking about, how it's different than a lot of the bendable toys, is it's actually basically covered in hard plastic. You have plastic here, 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 and here, and here. But it's connected via these rubber wires that allow you to bend it around. And this isn't the all the bendy I'm going to show. I'm going to show it off better in a second. But it allows you to kind of articulate the figure while at the same time not having an all rubber figure. And I'm going to say I actually kind of like that concept compared to the all rubber bendable plastic or bendable figures that we've seen before. Now, looking at Thanos in greater detail, I really like the purple on his head. It looks like it's bright purple on my camera, but it's actually kind of a dark purple, so it looks nice. He's got those whited out eyes. He's got the gold on the helmet and the blue, and it looks really cool. I always liked Thanos' original helmet. I just thought it looked nice. And moving down, you have this armor, which is really good for his shoulders. He also has line detailing. Again, not something they really had to do, but I do like that. This is like a removable piece, and you can actually see up there a little bit how the gold lines go across. You have the gold that goes there, and then you have his little spine there. It would have been cool if they painted that gold, but either way, it still looks cool. On this hand, you just have this generic old school glove, and then you have his boots down here with the blue and gold in them. And then over here, you have the Infinity Gauntlet. And let's see. And I'm trying to figure out the lineup from this, because I think in the MCU, I think the Time Stone is the thumb, but I'm not 100% sure. So I think this might be a more comic-based lineup, but I could be wrong about that. Either way, I like how they use metallic paint for the different Infinity Gems. They used a gem there since this is classic Thanos. It's kind of weird that the movies just went with the stones, but I think the stone's like a better name than the Infinity Gems. But either way, still really cool. And yeah, and as their accessories, you do get this really awesome web accessory for Venom and this cosmic accessory for Thanos. And the idea here is you would stand them on this part, or you'd put this part in their hand and have them stand on this. So let's show that off real quick. So here we have Thanos, like literally obliterating Venom. I think I pronounced that word wrong. I have a little bit of a speech problem. Like, I'm pretty sure somebody's picked up on that at this point, considering most of my words are mispronounced. But yeah, we have Thanos like destroying Venom, and then you can see the little web saying that Venom is standing on. So let me get my display, or not my display, but my camera holder ready, and I'll show off how they kind of bend. So, now that I have everything in focus, let's start off with Venom, even though I feel these are exactly the same. So, here we have Venom, and I would like to say they're on this weird, like, ball-jointed torso, which does cause them to snap out if you move them around too much. So just be careful of that. But basically, you got your little bendy rubber here. And you can bend Venom's arm back like that, or you can bring it out to the sides, or you can kind of like make it a butterfly type hinge. You can kick his leg all the way up, and you can like twist his knee around and bend him, so he can like literally kick himself in the face if he wants to do that. But you know, the really cool thing here is you're not really limited in a sense of posability. I mean, I guess in a way you kind of are, but at the same time, you are getting a lot of bendability out of this. And, you know, it's not like one joint where it just kind of moves one way. This, you can kind of like basically move it however you want to force it. So that's kind of cool. And I definitely think that's something that kids are going to like, but it is also kind of fun to just kind of move him around in general. And I talked about that in the Flex Stream Justice League stuff I reviewed. Like, that would be kind of fun to do a photo shoot with, because you wouldn't necessarily know what poses you were really getting it in right away. And then let's do Thanos real quick. So Thanos is also on that weird joint, and his head's also on a joint. I forgot to mention that. Their heads are on like ball joints that are not rubber, but basically he can move his arm here and here. He can bring it out to the side, so he can like annihilate himself. Well, actually he can't. But yeah, the legs stick out pretty far, and to the sides too. So I do like this bendable rubber. It's not something I'd like to see as a standard on Hasbro or like their Marvel toys, or just toys in general moving forward. But you know, it's obviously something that's been around for a really long time. It's a concept that a lot of people like, and I think what's really cool here is Hasbro has found a way to reinvent it. Instead of just giving us like full rubberized figures, they've actually given us figures that are coated in plastic, just with like rubber accessories for, you know, or rubbery articulation points. And I think that works. I really do like that. I like how they did this one. And I want to show Thanos standing on his like infinity blast thing. And I like these little accessories too. I like how they kind of give you like a place to stand with them, while at the same time, might not be able to fit. Let's see. And then here we have Thanos in the classic Superman pose. But yeah, I like these accessories. I like how they give you a way to display them, but at the same time, like fire them off like an energy blast. And overall, I think this is a pretty cool thing. You know, I think Hasbro did a really good job here, and I like these two. Thanks for watching. Please rate, like, and subscribe.